Camp Erin is an initiative that we created at the Moyer Foundation because of a very special young girl. Jamie and I wanted to do something in her honor and her memory, and so we started Camp Erin in Snohomish County, Washington, and it is our goal to bring Camp Erins to all children who grieve the loss of a loved one.
It's become a rather large initiative for us, but very fun to be a part of.
It started in the Northwest. It will continue in the Northwest and grow as it grows, and we put them in every Major League Baseball city.
My brother Tony was 2.5 years old when he passed away. I loved him a lot.
In the beginning, Caitlin had a lot of trouble. She broke down a lot. She was angry, very angry for a while there.
I talked to my friends about it, and they're like, okay, and they just say I'm sorry and stuff, but that happened, and then we keep playing.
There's not really anybody around us that has lost somebody like that, like it's, a brother. And the biggest thing for me is for her to know that she's not alone, that there's other people out there, and they all know what this grieving feeling feels like.
Camp Erin is a weekend camp for kids that have lost someone in their life, and it's filled with grief activities and also fun activities, and it's just a place for kids to be with other campers that have lost someone.
So many of the kids who come to Camp Erin are really not sure that grief is something they can survive. They're not sure that it's something that isn't making them crazy.
It's hard to talk to my friends about my dad because they just don't understand what I'm going through.
When they come to camp and they see other kids who have experienced a similar loss to a loved one, they instantaneously bond together and know that they're not alone. This didn't just happen to them.
I didn't know there was that many people out there who've lost that many people that they loved.
There was a girl that had lost her father, and her story was exactly like mine. And so I kind of bonded with her, and I knew how she felt.
We do a lot of the traditional camp things, the sporting activities, outdoor activities, arts and crafts. Camp Erin is unique because it just allows kids to feel like they belong someplace, like they're not the only ones in the world that have ever experienced this kind of a loss. Because other children that are here at camp have experienced the same thing, and it kind of feels like, oh, that's normal. I can feel guilty, I can feel sad. And they feel guilty and they feel sad too, and confused. Oh, I'm not so different. Okay, I can do this.
And you learn the stages of grief, and that you should still live on, and that it's okay to.
They also decorate luminaries, which is for Saturday night. They get to do a memorial service for their loved one. It's usually something that floats in the water. It has a candle on it, and they decorate it with different items that mean something to them, of the person that they lost. A lot of times the kids, this is maybe the only time they had a memorial service that they attended for their loved one, and so this is kind of their chance to say goodbye.
One of my friends, Mila, she lost her grandpa, and at the luminary we were sitting next to each other, and we held each other's hands. I felt really happy because we both knew what we were going through, so we kind of helped each other.
The difference it makes in these kids' lives is like night and day. When you have a child that comes in the beginning and is like, I don't want to have to be here at camp, they made me come, and then leaves with just this expression of comfort and joy, and comes up and says, thank you so much, you were a great counselor. And they run out to greet their parent or their guardian that's picking them up, and they're like, oh, I had such a great time, I'm so glad I came. And it all shifts, and it was worth it.
After Camp Erin, kids are given the opportunity to connect with each other here at camp, so they can continue those connections that they've made at camp, and we're also available to them on an ongoing basis if there's a need for further bereavement support.
Erin would have loved to be at these camps, to see the energy of the children here and the joyfulness with which they play together, and how quickly they form such strong relationships. It's just a wonderful place for kids that have met a tragedy to come and just have a good time. They're all the same. They've all had some kind of tragedy. Nobody's different than anybody else. They just have a really great time.
Since she's been back from camp, she's gotten really good about saying, you know, I'm having a hard day, I need your support, you know, really talking about her feelings. And so that's been a wonderful thing that she came back from camp with.
One of the moments that really, really touched me was when there was a boy on the beach at the end of the luminary ceremony. Most of the children had left, and he was sitting and watching the raft. I was sitting next to him. But he turned to me at one point and he said, "I just haven't been able to cry." I said, maybe it just hasn't been the right time and the right place. And then we just sat. And after a little while, the tears just started for him. It was amazing.